Welcome back to part two. The Soviets just ran out of vodka to trade for Pepsi. They have no money left, so they are about to offer Pepsi something insane. Real military warships. Let's get right back into the story. This vodka for soda trade worked perfectly for years. But by the late 1980s, the deal hit a massive brick wall. Russian people were drinking so much Pepsi that the country literally ran out of vodka to trade. Demand was off the charts. Pepsi wanted more money to keep the factories running, and the Soviets had absolutely nothing left to give them. The Soviet government was getting desperate. Their economy was already starting to crumble, and the last thing they needed was angry citizens who couldn't get their favorite soda. They needed to offer Pepsi something huge, something so valuable that they couldn't say no. And that is when they pulled out the ultimate wild card. They looked at their massive aging military fleet and said, "Hey, do you guys want some warships?" This is where the story gets absolutely insane. To keep the soda flowing to its citizens, the Soviet government offered Pepsi actual heavy military equipment. In exchange for the delicious, sugary soda, the Soviets traded 17 active submarines, a cruiser, a destroyer, and a massive frigate. Just like that, in the blink of an eye, Pepsi became a military powerhouse. The Pepsi CEO even jokingly told the US government, "We are disarming the Soviet Union faster than you are." Can you imagine being a high schooler back then and realizing the soda company you love is suddenly a naval superpower? But did the Pepsi delivery trucks start escorting submarines through the ocean? Sadly, no. Pepsi didn't actually want to start a war or conquer a country. They immediately sold the entire fleet of warships to a recycling company in Sweden for massive piles of scrap metal. So Pepsi made a massive profit selling the ships for scrap metal. They were riding high. In fact, they were just about to sign a brand new, massive $3 billion deal to expand across the Soviet Union and build giant new factories. But then the unthinkable happened. In 1991, the Soviet Union completely collapsed and broke apart into 15 different countries. Suddenly, Pepsi's massive deals were completely ruined. Their newly built factories and glass bottles were scattered across newly independent rival countries like Ukraine and Russia. One country had the syrup, another country had the glass bottles, and another country had the shipping trucks. What was supposed to be the greatest corporate expansion in history turned into an absolute legal nightmare. But even though the deal fell apart, we are still left with one of the most hilarious, unbelievable true stories in history. The day a soda company ruled the seas.